it as possible. Here's some of the data.
The year would not be complete without another Assassin's Creed game, and this year we are spoilt with 2 different games. One of those being Assassin's Creed Unity, an exclusive for the next-gen consoles as well as PC. However, we have left the high seas in exchange for 18th century Paris. Unity released to a wave of backlash from fans and critics alike, and from what the internet was saying, I was expecting my experience to go a little something like this. But just goes to show you cannot believe everything you read.
Peril. Rise, assassin.
Assassin's Creed Unity sees you play the role of an assassin named Arno Dorian. And after having a pretty rough start to life by losing his father, it's soon all made better by a super fine lady named Elise. And I mean super fine. The game is essentially a retelling of the classic Romeo and Juliet, but there's plenty more complex backstory involved. The bottom line is, not even the French Revolution can get between you and your love for your lady. And damn, she fine.
Stop being such a baby. I'm sure there aren't any guard dogs this time. Go!
The traversal in Unity is incredibly smooth, and it's all made a lot easier thanks to the addition of the ability to either ascend or descend while freerunning. Luckily, I didn't experience any of the crazy glitches that have been floating around the internet, and I'm still convinced that it's only a small amount of people experiencing this. However, my frame rate did take a dive into the pooper a few times. The level of character customization is fantastic and easily the best the series has ever seen. After playing Shadow of Mordor, the combat in Unity started to feel a little bit slow, especially when you're wielding a heavy one-handed weapon. In fact, it felt a little bit like this. The co-op mode, however, was a pleasant surprise and turned out to be one of the highlights of the game.
In position. Don't ask questions, Pisspot.
I live to serve.
Unity is easily one of the prettiest games to come out this year, and it honestly makes you feel that this is probably what 18th century Paris must have looked like. The lighting is phenomenal, but one of the highlights are the massive crowds that look fantastic. The voice work and character models are also stellar, but the real star of the show is Paris itself. I wouldn't be surprised if history teachers start playing this game in classes around the world to give students a feel of what actual 18th century Paris felt like.
Be beaten down and sowed with salt.
George Danton, hero of the revolution, and is headed to the guillotine. Danton's
The campaign in Assassin's Creed Unity is certainly meaty, and it'll take you well past the 20-hour mark to complete. But that's not where most of your time's going to be spent. Oh no. Like I said before, one of the highlights of Assassin's Creed Unity is the brand new co-op mode. I thought this was going to be nothing more than an extra gimmick, but once I played it with a few friends, it turned out to be one of the best things about the game. We had tons of fun planning our assassinations, and sometimes we pulled it off without a hitch. Other times we would storm in swords blazing and just slaughter everyone. But it was an amazing amount of fun, and a total surprise, something the series has to carry on doing for future releases. With all the side quests in the campaign, hidden unlocks, and of course the fantastic co-op, Unity has plenty to keep you coming back for more.
Target's unreachable.
Out of the way. Move.
Assassin's Creed Black Flag set the bar pretty high for the series. And I'm not gonna lie, I was more than a little bit concerned when I heard that the series was heading for the French Revolution, because I thought it was just a bit too similar to previous games. However, having said that, what Ubisoft have managed to achieve on a tactical level with Assassin's Creed Unity is mind-blowing. They actually brought Paris to life, and I managed to have a pretty bug-free experience. So for the most part, I thought that my time with Assassin's Creed Unity was well spent, especially in the co-op mode. Pick it up if you're not only a fan of the series, but if you want to see Paris like you've never seen it before. The year is drawing to a close, and it's bringing with it a sea of AAA titles. One of those titles is Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and you can bet your ass it's one of the biggest first-person shooters of the year.